Captain Threadripper here, and today I'm going to teach you how to optimize your operating system for Salad. Let's get started. Right, first off, why would you want to do this? Well, there's three main reasons why. The first one, which is probably the most important, is uptime and reliability. Windows 10 and 11 will restart without permission, who knows when. That's up to the Windows gods to decide. And that's unacceptable. If your PC decides to restart, well, you have a workload, like a high-paying container, you're making money, and then Windows restarts, kills it, your reliability goes down, your uptime goes down, and you're not making money anymore. So, cutting out these features like auto updates and restart without your permission is absolutely essential to maintaining a properly functioning rig of any kind, Salad or otherwise. Power consumption. This PC that I'm working on here, my Threadripper, as you know, my Threadripper with the 3090 Ti, with the stock Windows, it consumes about 150 watts at idle, doing nothing. With nothing on it, it's just Windows services taking up 150 watts of power. I don't know what they're doing. Having secret meetings, sending my data to Microsoft. It takes up network, it takes up CPU, and that's power. When I optimize it after we're done with this, my PC takes up about 80 watts of power instead of 150. So that's a 70 watt difference in idling power consumption, and that's like $10 a month for me. So, that adds up. That's $120 a year that I'm saving by optimizing my computer. You could be saving more, you might be saving a little less, it doesn't matter. You're saving money, you're saving electricity. It's essential for raising your profits and lowering your time to meet your return on investment. And then the final reason is it just makes your life easier controlling your PC. Optimizing your PC will save you valuable time when interacting with it. It's going to run as you expect it to. You tell it to do something and it's going to do it. It's not going to fight you like default Windows sometimes will. It'll just do whatever it wants regardless of your input, like restarting or changing settings. Sometimes you can't change Windows settings. You have to go into like Registry Editor and do a bunch of stuff. We're gonna cut out a whole bunch of that. It's going to do it automatically. It's going to make life so much better for you now and in the future. And it's just a little bit of work up front. So it's a huge investment in your time and your stress levels. The increments of small amounts of time you'll save in having your computer be just a little bit faster over the course of weeks or months, even years, is going to add up. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of stress, and it's just going to make your life better. So those are the big three reasons. It keeps your reliability up, it saves you money and electricity, and it makes your life less stressful. And those are the reasons. That's why we're doing this. One thing I won't be covering today is underclocking or undervolting. I'm not entirely sure yet if it's a good idea to do that with Salad or not. I've heard rumors that Salad does deprioritize underclocked systems. I've heard from other users that it doesn't appear to. So there's no information conclusively whether underclocking will get you in trouble or not. I don't know. So I'm not going to tell you that it's what to do or not to do. I've tested my optimizations that we're about to go through with a bunch of different Salad rigs, and they run perfectly fine. They run better optimized than they do on default Windows or my bloated up system that I use every day. It's just bloated with everyday usage. All my applications and work and whatever. So that's what we're going through today. Let's get started. First off, this is going to be for a fresh install for a dedicated Salad rig. This is not for your gaming machines. This is not for your creative workstation. This is for a dedicated Salad rig. It's going to be running only Salad. So you're going to need a fresh NVMe drive. I'm using a 256 gigabyte, but it's probably better to go with a 500 gigabyte, honestly, if you can spare the money for it. You're going to need a flash drive to load up your bootable Windows installer, Windows ISO. Okay, so first you're going to go to ventoy.net. What this is it creates bootable media folder on your USB stick that you can load any ISO onto. Makes your life so much easier. you're going to thank me in the future when you have a different operating system you want to put on somewhere. So you're going to download this, run it, it's bone simple, and then you're going to go over to Microsoft and you're going to download Windows 10. If you're already on Windows 10, it'll give you the option to create an installation media, which will run a quick program on your computer and create a Windows ISO locally. If you're not on Windows 10, you'll have the option to download it here on this webpage. Go ahead and download the Windows ISO for Windows 10 and then put it on your boot drive. Okay, next we're going to plug this into the actual computer and disconnect the Ethernet cable. That's going to be important. Okay, we're going to power on and start hitting the delete key on your keyboard to enter the BIOS. There we go. Alright, welcome to the BIOS. This is going to be an important first step. Sometimes I forget to do it, always remember to do it. You're going to need to enable CPU virtualization. For me, that setting is in Advanced CPU Configuration SVM mode. Where it is different on every motherboard, so you're going to have to read your manual or check up on your manual online. Just Google your motherboard and you'll find that. Then we're going to go to Exit and launch the UEFI USB disk partition 2. That's the Ventoy install that we just made. There we go, we're in Ventoy. We're going to load up the Windows ISO and start this completely fresh. Alright, welcome to the Windows installer. Just click Next, Install Now, and we're going to go to the advanced settings. It's not scary, it's going to be really easy. We're going to select I don't have a product key, and Windows 10 Home. This is going to make life so much easier because we can set up a local user. Alright, I accept. Next, we're going to do an advanced install, and if you have anything, we're going to delete all the partitions on this drive. This one is just a salad rig already, so it doesn't matter that I'm deleting all this. So we have fresh unallocated space, and we got the full drive space ready. I'm going to click Next, and let it work its magic. It's going to install, and then we're going to reboot, and then we're going to go into the Windows setup. So that's where we're headed to next. I'll see you when we get there. And welcome back to Windows. Now we are going to set up Windows. I'm showing you all this because there is an optimal way to set up Windows. And we're just going to get started, go through this real quick. I'm going to click Yes. I'm sitting in the US, don't care about the keyboard. Alright, here's a critical part, the network part. We have the Ethernet. I have the Ethernet plugged in. Whoops. I bungled this. Well, I gotta restart. Alright, take 2.5. Welcome back to Windows. I unplugged the Ethernet cable this time, and we're back. Just gonna run through this lightning fast again. Gonna click on Yes. Keyboard layout Yes. US skip. Don't care. Alright, here's the critical important part. Gotta click I don't have internet. And then continue with limited setup. This will allow us to create a local user, nice and easy. I'm just going to type it Saladino. And then give it a password, 2-digit, 2-character password. It doesn't matter what the stage is, because honestly this computer is not going to be used for anything other than mining Salad, so you don't need to worry about what you're accessing with it, because you're going to go to 4 websites and then you're done. So just type in whatever, disable all of this junk, because it just slows things down. Going to decline Cortana. Don't care about Cortana. Now we gotta wait again. Once Windows is done, I'll catch up with you when we get to the desktop. Alright, welcome to the Windows desktop. Before we go anywhere, we need to go to Windows Update. There we go. Salad doesn't like to run if Windows is out of date, and there are some important security updates that need to happen. Oh, gotta plug the Ethernet cable back in. Plug the internet back in, and then we can get started. Alright. While Windows updates are happening, we're going to open up Edge. And we are going to download a couple of things. Put that there. Okay, first we're going to go to... We're going to go get Nvidia drivers. Scroll down past the first link, the ad. I'm going to go to official drivers. I'm running a 3090 Ti, so there we go. Whoops. Excellent. Windows will install an Nvidia driver on its own, but I don't trust it, so I'm downloading it manually. I recommend you do it too. Sometimes Salad doesn't want you to run the newest driver. Sometimes it works best on an older driver where there's more stability. So maybe Salad wants you to download that. Gotta check what the news is of the day. But right now the latest driver is fine, so we're gonna download that. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and download RustDesk. RustDesk is an open source remote desktop software. We're gonna download that. This is gonna make our life really easy when we want to connect to the computer remotely without having a monitor and keyboard attached, and we can use it from our main device, our main computer, or a phone, or whatever. And then finally, the cream of the cream, we're going to go to atlasos.net. This is the Debloater. It's going to take away all of the Windows junk and make it run faster, perform better, and not cause as many troubles as Windows normally causes. Alright, so we got all that downloaded. We can open up the folder and just extract this bad boy. We can close that, and then extract this one too. There we go. And last but not least, we can go to salad.com. We're going to go, whoops, watch out for the menu, earn with your GPU, and download it. Okie dokie. Now all you gotta do is download the Windows updates, install them, and I'll catch you on the other side of that. We can finish this optimization. Welcome back to Windows. The party begins now. Alright. Now that we've got everything installed, we are going, well, Windows updates installed. We are going to Atlas it up. Open the AME Wizard Beta, run that. Click yes, and move this up here. Now I'm going to go back, open up the Atlas playbook, and drag this playbook right in there. Alright, now to run Atlas, what Atlas does is it debloats Windows. It takes out all of the unnecessary junk that's in Windows that slows it down, takes up extra CPU cycles, sends a bunch of network call your data over to Microsoft, and just makes it run slower, take up storage space. It's going to shave off like 15 gigabytes of storage space, free that up for you. Alright, we're going to disable security, which needs to be done in order to modify all of the core Windows things and remove all of the junk. Don't worry, these will be re-enabled once we're done. Alright, we can close this window, and now we click on Next. Now Atlas is going to run its thing. We're pretty much just going to use the default settings. It's already pretty great. Agree to the thing, select options, enable Defender, enable this stuff, that's all fine. We're going to disable all this junk, and then for the browser, choose Firefox or Chrome. Salad doesn't like to work with Brave or LibreWolf for some reason. Don't know why, so pick your favorite of the standard ones. Alright, click Next, and we're going to let it run. Now it's going to work its magic. You'll see things change. Don't worry, it's all part of the plan. It's going to refactor Windows, make it optimized. It's going to run Salad better. It's going to run anything better. And one of the important things is it's going to disable Windows from forcing updates and restarting your computer all the time whenever it wants to, really. That's going to be disabled, so that way you can maintain 100% uptime on Salad or whatever mining operation you're doing. It'll help keep your uptime up, make your machine more reliable, make it faster, and send less stuff over the network to Microsoft, so it'll free up a little bit of bandwidth. But hey, you know, the few watts of power that it saves and the few bits of bandwidth that's not used, that adds up over time. You know, you're running this thing for a whole year, that's going to be a huge difference in how much money you spent keeping the machine online and how much data you send to Microsoft. Cut that out, you're saving yourself a lot of trouble. It's worth it. This is going to take a little while, so I'll see you when it's done. Welcome back to Windows. Windows nice and clean. This is Atlas Windows. We're going to log in. Look how fast that gets in there. Boom. Welcome to the new Windows experience. This is going to be much better. First, what we have to do is we have to go to the control panel power settings. There we go. We're going to go to hardware and sound and power options. It's a very important setting because Salad appears to like to prioritize machines with high performance on. This is just an anecdote, but it does seem to make a difference from what we understand. So definitely enable high performance. That's important. And now you've made it this far, we're almost done. Drop a like on the video and get subscribed for future content. It's going to be great. Next, going to head up to the downloads folder and we can start installing our drivers. So we're going to hit up this Nvidia driver. Boom. Yeah, now we're cooking. There we go. Okay, we're just going to select the graphics driver, not the GeForce Experience. Don't need more bloat. We're going to do custom, advanced, and then disable PhysX and perform a clean installation. That'll remove whatever graphics driver Windows decided to download automatically, so that way we know exactly what's on this computer, and it just keeps the things clean and optimized. Okie dokie, let's just finish this all up. Boop. And then install RustDesk. You don't have to install RustDesk. This is my recommendation for remote desktop software, because it's free and open source, and that's just better. You can host your own RustDesk server to make your connections between your devices go even faster. One important note when setting up RustDesk is go over to the password, click on the pencil, unlock security settings, and then scroll down to password. Doesn't like scrolling. Set a permanent password here, and then that'll whatever. One is you want to set up a permanent password, so when you connect from your host device, your gaming PC, your main PC, to this one, you can use the permanent password and just log in with one click in the future. Make life much easier. That'll run at startup too, so you'll be able to log in when it gets to the login screen on Windows. So you start up the computer, log in from your main computer. You don't need to plug in mouse, keyboard, or monitor into the Salad machine. You're good to go. Keeps life nice and easy. And finally, we get to install Salad. Alright, get that going. Oh, we will need to log into Salad on the browser here. So we're going to go to salad.com. Excellent. Hello. Earn with my GPU. Log in. and type in your email. Alright, we're almost ready. Where's that salad install? There we go. Oh, right, we gotta reboot. One more time. That's the last one. Almost there. Okay. Here we go. Just going to open up Salad. We're going to configure it and then set it to run in startup. Log in. I'm showing this because there is one last optimization I want you to be aware of that'll make life a little bit better. And for new users, many new users don't know how to disable the crypto mining feature, which is terrible. It's really a scam. Salad is taking advantage of people who don't understand where it's hidden deep in the settings. It's kind of predatory, honestly. So I want to show you how to disable that. Alright, set up PC. Just click Continue. Configure the work type manually and disable video streaming. That's going to be important for not getting your IP banned by large video sites like Netflix or Disney. Alright, we're going to whitelist Salad in the Windows Defender. Skip that. It says finish setup, but we're not done yet. We're going to go to Settings, and we're going to disable sleep mode, set the auto start to 1 minute, and go down to workload preferences. We already enabled, we want to have CPU and GPU usage enabled, allow elevated permissions, we set that, and you can go to advanced options. This is where you need to disable auto stop and disable crypto mining. That's so important. It'll save you so much electricity. Crypto mining is not going to make you any money, especially not through Salad. That's just a whole mess. Alright, we're done with the settings. We have one more thing to do. We're going to type in run and do shell : startup. There we go. Now this is the startup folder where we can there we go. We gotta go to Salad, open file location. Now we're going to copy this shortcut, and we're going to paste it in the startup folder. Now Salad will start up when the computer starts up, and it should start mining, or not mining, but chopping automatically once it's going. Let's just set up the container environment. That's the last step. Gotta click here, gotta click there, and this doesn't always change instantly. It will change eventually. So once you've done that once, maybe do it a second time just to be sure, click on the steps and finish. It will update eventually, so don't worry about that. But you're ready to go. Salad is optimized, the OS is optimized, Salad is ready, and you can leave this machine running, make some money. Alright, thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what topics you want me to cover.